now.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. But you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you can't.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Open man, that's Felton. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready, go. Set, hunt.
The name Viking fans know well. It's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 76 yards on the ground.
Here we go, here we go. 32, yellow. Ready.
Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. On
play action, McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. A gain of 3, second down. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now McCarthy. Ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Here we go, set.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Block 40. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's taken in by Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Blue 32. Blue black shot. Hut.
Love, they go play action now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Back. 50. Green. Set.
Now again running right, it's Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Packers at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Ready, break.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Past the 20. 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Play action this time with Love. That's completed. He finds Jaden Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready, ready. Drill, 33. Check, man. Hut, hut.
Cook up the gut. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Packers. James Cook halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Set, hut, strike, black 40, set.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to the 42, second down. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. They run it again with Cook. The 20, 5, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing is McCarthy. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he'll take this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Hand cycle. Claude Ray.
First and 10.
Off the play fake, Love. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set, hut. Ready?
Getting the ball is Cook running left. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
52 Blues. Ready.
Here's Love. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Wan'Dale Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
McCarthy operating from the gun. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. McCarthy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. 50, green. Black Ultra. Set, go.
Play fake. Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, 248 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go, set. 60 reps. 60 reps. 10 cycles. Set.
On play action. Love to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here we go on second and 12. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards in time on second down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
And the Vikings, first down. A gain of 30.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10.
70 Lions. 18 with
McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. James Cook, 73 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McManus's point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, 57 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready up. Here we go, set. 16.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad. If they got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. 22 middle. Cut.
Love.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, that first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
25-yard line.
Here we go. Blue, 32. Hey, go Fury. Go. Ready?
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
ready?
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
52 blaster.
They go bootleg. Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Strike. Let's go now. Yellow, 43, ready.
Up the middle, it's Cook. closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
An inside give to Jones. Gets by him at the 25.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Packers 52. Vikings 36. Will Reichard.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 71 yards on the ground.
First down.
Okay, go steal. Ready.
1st and goal at the 1-yard
Yellow,
line.
22.
Jacobs.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.